guys, this is Kayla with Sailing Away with T&K, and today I want to talk to you about some packing tips for things that people generally forget to pack and they have to buy on board, which is really expensive, or things you may forget that you might need or not know that you need. So these are kind of the non-traditionals of packing. We all know we need our clothes, toiletries, things like that. So I'm not going over those kind of things. These are just things that are simply generally forgotten or not known about. The first thing I want to go over is an over-the-door shoe hanger, like this one listed. Bathroom space on the cruises is very limited. And the best thing for you to do when you get on board is to unpack. Like, you want to put all your luggage, all of your bags that you bring stuff in, put them all in one bag and slide it under your suitcase. So since there's not a lot of bathroom area, now there are a couple of shelves. Sometimes they're all on one side depending on the line. Sometimes they have two on either side, but it's not a lot of space. So what we like to do is bring one of these over-the-door shoe organizers, and you can hang this over the bathroom door, and you can put all your toiletries, you can put your underwear in here. Now you can bring this packed already, or if you want to pack your toiletries like you normally do and then unpack them into this when you get there, that's totally up to you. But each shoe organizer comes with 24 pockets, so that's a lot of pockets for you to put a lot of stuff that you normally you're just not going to have room for in the cruise, or it's going to be hard to find spaces for. The second thing that we've been cruising a while and we didn't think about the first couple of times was a laundry basket. Or in our case, I found this one on Amazon. This is a hanging laundry. And what we do is we hang this up either in the closet or in the bathroom, and we put our dirty underwear, socks, swimsuits only in this bag. And then when we get home, you can unzip the bag from the back and remove it from this hanger and wash the bag. So some other people have talked about like pop-up hampers, things like that. Whatever way you want to go about it, you want to think of a way of where you want to put all your dirty clothes. Now, actual like clothes that we wear, dresses, shirts, pants, that kind of thing, we rehang those, and so we have like a dirty closet, so all of our dirty clothes are in one closet. But things like underwear, swimming suits, like once we're done with those, we put them all in this bag. The third thing is a power strip that has both plug-ins and USB connections. And this one actually has an on and an off button for you to push to turn the whole thing on and off. In your cabin, there are generally 2 outlets, and that's it. So having this for extra plug-ins, if you have camera gear, anything really, you can plug your cell phones up in the USB. Just having this gives us 6 extra ports plus the 2 that are there. So this is something we do not leave home without. So anytime we go, make sure, unless you think 2 is enough for you, I would definitely have one of these extra on hand. The next thing that we like to pack is our insulated cups. Now these, I'm gonna link the link to buy these on Amazon below, but we just ordered these. They're basically like a Yeti cup, but not Yeti brand. So if we lost it or got stolen, it's not a huge deal. And they come with these removable handles, lids, and they also came with a pouch full of straws and straw cleaners. Now we don't bring all of these straws, but I'm a person, I like to have a lot of water on hand with me, like everywhere I go. I'm thirsty. So I always bring the cup. You can fill it with things from the Lido deck. You can bring your own water. Each person can bring their own case of 12 packs of Cokes. So you can refill it in the room, or you can refill it around the boat. But I like to have my own cup and drink out of my own cup all the time. The straws, most cruise industries have gotten away from giving out straws. So if you like straws, you're gonna need to bring your own, even if it's the plastic ones. If you get a drink at the coffee shop or something like that, they give you edible straws. Like depending on the drink that you get, it'll either be like a chocolate or a strawberry straw that you can eat. But no cruise line is giving away straws anymore. So definitely, if you like straws, bring your own. I prefer my own cup, so I always bring my own cup as well. The fourth thing that you may not think you need is Ziploc bags. There's no plastic at all on any cruise boat. Like it's all real silverware, real plates, real things like that. But sometimes you can go to the buffet at any hour and get you something, like just say cookies. You get cookies, but you don't want to eat them all. Well, there's nowhere to store them. So having Ziploc bags comes in handy, especially if you want to grab something from the breakfast buffet and take it off on the island with you. Like you just never know when you're going to need a Ziploc bag. So I'm not saying you need a whole box, but maybe 5 to 10 of these, you'll find that you use them more than you think you will. Okay, the next thing is clothespins. In the shower of every cruise line, there's going to be a pull-out string for you to create a little clothesline. It's very convenient, but you need clothespins for the clothesline. Otherwise, you're going to take up the whole line with one garment. So having the clothespins also allows you to kind of hang multiples if you can get them on the line. Another thing, I don't have one with me because we need to order some before our next cruise, is their little magnetic hooks. Like there's a magnet on the back and a little hook on the front. I will link a link below for that for you. The whole cruise cabin, like walls and everything, is going to be magnetic. So you can buy hooks that hold various pounds of weight. I get them, they usually hold like 22 to 30 pounds, but that's good for things like your hat or just hanging up a swimsuit, hanging up your clothes that you sleep in at night, just getting stuff off the floor so you can walk. So hanging those hooks on the actual wall of your cruise cabin is also very helpful. The next thing is towel hooks. Like generally these come in a pack of 8 or 12, and these hold your towel in place. So you put them on the top of your chair to keep your towel from flying off. You can save loungers on the Lido deck, but I would put towel clips so no one moves your towel for you. It's very windy on the cruise boat. It's also very windy when you go to any port that you're at. The cruise line will provide you beach towels. You don't need to bring your own beach towels, but I would invest in some of these towel clips for him or her, whoever's going in your group, just so it kind of puts like your name on this lounger and it keeps your towel from blowing away. Okay, the next thing is mosquito bracelets. So this is a pack of mosquito bracelets, and they come, there's 2 in this pack. There's ones that look like these that you just put them on. They smell like those citronella candles, or they have some that look like this that you can just put on. And this is very good if you're doing any kind of hiking or waterfall or cave tubing. Like a lot of times they don't tell you that there's going to be mosquitoes around, but there are. So these are very inexpensive. I think a pack of these is like $6.99. It's good to have a pack and just keep them in your luggage. Like you're better off having them and not using them than not having them at all. Because if you try to buy mosquito spray either on the boat or in port, it's going to be really expensive. So these little mosquito bracelets, I would definitely buy a pack and keep them just in case. And they'll be able to tell you on the cruise. You can ask them if it's mosquito season to wherever you're going, and they can tell you yes or no. The next thing is sunscreen. You are on a moving boat that is in the water, so you will get burnt, and you will get burnt easily if you're not protected. Very expensive to buy on the boat. So the more of these that you can buy and bring yourself, the better off, because this is definitely a necessity that people sometimes forget, or they think, oh, we live in South Louisiana, I'm used to the sun. You're used to the sun, but not the sun in the middle of the water shining down on you all the time. So you definitely need sunscreen when you're out and about. Another thing that we have found to be very useful on a cruise are these cell phone pouches. They look like this. They open up, you drop your cell phone in there, and it's waterproof. So you can still use your cell phone when it's in the pouch, but it won't get wet. And we have tested these. We have used these several times in Mexico. Now, I don't go very deep with these, but like if you want to put your phone under the water, take a quick picture, a quick video, they have held up fine. I've never had any leakage issues with these. They're very inexpensive. So this is something, just another peace of mind thing that people maybe don't think about. Your cell phone is very expensive, and these are like $6.99. So I would definitely take care of them if at all possible. Another thing for your luggage is these cruise ticket holders. Whenever you book a cruise and you've paid it off and you print out your final bookings, you're gonna get like cruise luggage tags. It's suggested on the luggage tag when you print it out for you to just staple the paper onto your luggage handle. To me, that's not very safe. Like, anybody can come around and rip off a luggage tag. I have seen people like tape them on there, like tape around the edges with like masking tape. That's a little bit better of an option, but they do sell these in packs of 4 or 8. I don't quite remember. But you take your printout and you put it in here, and then this screws around the edge of your luggage handle. So this is totally protected. Like, there's no ripping this sucker off. I want to make sure my bags get to my cabin. So I want to make sure my luggage tags are on my suitcase. Okay, another thing is Downy wrinkle releaser, like in a travel size. This one, I don't think I really need to discuss it that much, but you're on a cruise, you're packing, everything's in your suitcase. It never hurts to spray a garment with this and hang it in the bathroom with you while you're showering, and all your wrinkles will magically disappear. Another thing people probably don't think about is air freshener. Now, this is a travel size one from Bath & Body Works, but you can get these any brand. Glade makes a travel size. You probably don't need a full size for just a cruise, so a travel size is fine, but you're sharing a room with other people, make sure you have your bathroom spray. Next thing is a pen and a highlighter. They used to give you a pen, but they don't anymore. I'm not sure why, but this is definitely important. You're going to have to fill out some paperwork, especially on your way in from a cruise. You'll have to fill out a customs form, and you'll have to fill out luggage tags to get off the boat, so you need something to write with. The highlighter I like because no matter what cruise line you're going on, they will give you like a sheet of paper for the next day that lists all the activities that they're gonna have, starting from like 5 a.m. to 2 a.m. the next morning. So it's a lot of activities. So every night before we go to bed, I like to sit down with my paper and highlight things that I'm interested in. Now, they are moving towards more electronic methods, like every cruise line has their own personal app, and you can kind of pick things from the app. It's more digital now, but if you're old school, you may want just a little highlighter to take with you. Definitely bring a pen. You will definitely need a pen before you get off the boat. And the last thing, with or without coronavirus, is Lysol or Clorox disinfecting wipes, and you can get these in travel size. I don't bring this big container, just a travel size would be fine. But just when we get into the cabin, just giving everything like a thorough little wipe down before you move in and put your own germs on it. I just like to just kind of wipe it off, especially the door handles, the faucets, things like that. I know that they clean it, but it's more of like a peace of mind thing, and these are not things that you can find once you're on there. Okay, so this was just a couple of items that we have found through cruising that either we forget or don't know about until you've done it several times. So I've put links to every item that I've talked about in the description of this video. Make sure you follow us and like us to keep up to date with any of our future videos. If you have any questions or comments or other suggestions of things that you found that you may have used that I did not mention, please let us know. Thanks, guys. Have a good trip.